Did that do it? God, it's been so long. It's been too long. Too long indeed. What the heck, man? Am I still not freaking live? What is going on? It says I'm live. I am live. Okay. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get everything set up. A little explanation, real quick. Oops. Hold on. That's not supposed to work. Okay. I just decided to stream. I just logged on and found that my base was being attacked by aloes. So you guys get front row seats to the action to see, did my aloe or did aloes? Did my tames die or are they still alive? And we're gonna hope that they're still alive because I really don't want to have to restart again. Okay. Respawn at the bed. Oh my god! Neutral! 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 Follow all! Follow all! Neutral. Just neutral. Just fight them. No! My Equus is. God dang it! This freaking sucks. Both of my freaking Equises just died to these stupid aloes. Alright, come on. Woo! Come on. I know you guys are not that smart. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, there you go. Do as your fellow aloe did, stupid. There we go. Okay. Time to pick up the broken pieces. This, my friends, is exactly why we need to move. They broke all my stuff. Okay. Let's see if we can't recraft ourselves a bed and a smithy. What do we need for smithy? More metal? I do believe that that should have smelted a whole bunch of metal already. It's almost broken. But yes, I was correct. Okay, so beds made. There's a smithy. I hate aloes, dude. I've always hated aloes. And this just reinforces my absolute hatred for stupid aloes. What the? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. I just need to be able to move. Okay. Bed. Okay, I guess that's good-ish. Obviously, um, obviously we need to leave now. Whole point of this stream was to hunt down a new base spot anyways, so that is exactly what we shall do. Just to make sure that I have everything I might need, which I do think I do. I'm actually going to grab a few things just real quick. I want to be able to craft a foundation and a bed. Because if we do find a spot, then we'll need at least a spot to respawn at the, new location. There's the bed. Foundation. A bit more wood. More fiber. More wood. A bit more thatch. How about a thatch foundation? Can we do that? Yes. That should work. So, anyway, we're gonna use this stuff and things. And we're gonna go find a new location because, yeah, getting, my guys killed by freaking aloes isn't very fun. Okay, gotta remember. You gotta remember what we're doing and where we are. So, we're on Ragnarok, so I'm trying to remember the majority of this map. Hold on, just a second. I gotta do something. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Blah 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 blah. Blah blah blah. Just give me all this. Tilde. Said tilde. Boom. Might make the game look a little dookie, but at least we'll be able to play smoothly. Yeah. Okay. So, we need to find a spot that isn't ungodly pillared. I don't want to go near the Wyvern Trench, and I don't want to go in the snow because I'm pretty sure it's Ragnarok that has the murder snow in it. And I'm not wanting to sit around and build in the Highlands. I'll tell you that much. The Highlands is fun and it's a cool area, but I don't want to have a base here. One, there's too many people here already. Two, I just don't want to. That's pretty much all I can think to say. There is a spot we could possibly build at. Well, hold on. That area, that's new. I'm pretty sure that whole entire broken off part of the island, that wasn't there on the original Ragnarok map. I'm pretty sure that is an add-on. You still gotta be careful because even over here there could be wyverns. I keep accidentally left clicking or right clicking. I mean, right there, that little river of lava. That's the wyvern. That's an area for the wyvern trench. That's an access point. Is that pyromane? Oh yeah, I'm a dumb A. I remember now that pyromanes were a thing because I had one at one point. Back in the day. Anyway, I need to figure this stuff out, man. I think it's there. Yeah, no, I was wrong. It wasn't there. There's a spot that I remember. It was called Pirates Cove or something, and it was pretty nifty. It was pretty cool looking, and I'd like to be able to try and find that and build there if I can. There's this really cool waterfall, and there was a whole big huge cave behind it. Probably taken. Wouldn't be surprised if it's taken. I'd actually be more surprised if it was available than taken, because of the fact of how cool of a spot it is. Most people, even back in the day on Ascent or Evolved, people would just snatch that spot up so fast. Didn't really matter. This guy's got a mammoth. Is he online? Hello? Anybody home? Nobody home. Are you dumb enough to leave anything unlocked for me? So, once upon a long time ago, I used to do this kind of stuff all the time. You know, drop into people's bases and try and see if I couldn't steal anything. I was a, I was a total kleptomaniac. Still am a little bit. In the game, of course. Only in the game. I wouldn't. You can stack cryo fridge. That's cool. I wouldn't steal stuff in real life anymore. But anyways, I one time on the Crystal Isles, I found a base that was just huge glass base, and I flew inside and I was like looking through their, I don't know, crap tons of cryo fridges, and all of a sudden there's just one unlocked, and it's a full fridge of dinos, and I was like, no freaking way. Snow owls are in the game now? Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. Oh yeah, never mind. God, I'm stupid. I remembered that I tamed one of those too. God dang, that's a big base! Golly! This person didn't care at all. I know about the castle. I remember that now. Should be a castle at the very top of this mountain or somewhere near it. Somewhere nearby. Oh, darn it. I didn't mean to freaking right click again. Uh, hmm. Anyway, I've stolen so much loot. I remember on one of them, one playthrough I had with my cousin, long old time ago. Okay, this is new. Of course, somebody foundation spammed it with tech foundies. Like, come on! If you're not even gonna freaking build here, why spam? Like you're just a loser at that point. Like, I get if it's close to your base or if you have plans to build here, but if you don't like have plans or you're not gonna build here, don't spam it. It just turns you into like one of the crappy people in Ark. Anyways, where's the castle? Oh, I see it. It's right there. This whole area I thought used to be swamp. I'm not surprised that there's multiple bases here. Ah, yes, one of the best places to get paste. This is a cool little like base. I'm not even gonna mess with the beavers or the dams right now. I don't need paste right now, and I'm not even gonna try because they would probably kill me and my PT. And after the whole kerfuffle with the aloes, I kind of don't want to lose this PT. It was a long time ago. Me, my cousin, my brother, and my other cousin, and my cousin in law, if that's how it works. I don't really know. He married into the family. We were playing on Ragnarok, and he was hosting a server, and him and his wife, my cousin, they built in the castle, and there was like a green, like the super cool green Fiumia, and this was like the first time that we had ever seen event dinos, right? This was like the first time they implemented them, and so when I saw a green Fiumia, and my favorite color was green at the time, I was like, "Oh my god, it's a green pig! I have to have it!" I was so hyped up. I was so excited. So we had wyverns at the point, so I just went in with my wyvern. I scooped it up. I was gonna take it back to my base and tame it, but like right as I dropped it at my base, it just freaking like disappeared out of all of reality. It was just gone. It was like poof, gone. That was it. I was devastated, to say the least. I was so upset because I was like so happy that I was gonna get this green pig, and it was just gone. Back off, Dilo. I don't want to freaking mess with you right now. Get away from me! Oh, it's a little laggy over here. Yeah, judging by the amount of bases that are here already, something tells me that the little cave that I was thinking of is already taken. Unless the devs were just like, you know what? It doesn't exist anymore. There's pillars, and then should be a giant gate right here. Huh. Well, yeah, somebody is in here, but they pillared a good bit. This is so cool, though. I wanted this. Imagine if we actually got to build in here. Oh, that's a really nice little house, though. It's hard to be mad at them when they have like a little nice little house, man. Alright, you guys enjoy the spoils of your first come, first serve. I will go and check the other cave. There is another cave really close by. There should be another cave like right back up here, if I'm correct. There's like a slit somewhere. Yeah, right over here. And it was either a modded cave the Bam's Ark had, or it's real. And I just have to find it again. I think it's back this way. Oh, I'm almost out of stamina, and there's an RG chasing me. Don't hurt me, please, I beg of you! No! 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 I'm gonna die! Walk like your life depends on it! Technically speaking, it does. I think we're okay. The cave should have been around here somewhere. I really hope it wasn't modded, but even if it wasn't modded, it is a thing. It's probably also already taken. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, there's a pillar there, pillar right there. Aw, man. Somebody yoinked this cave up super fast. That is lame. But there's crystal in here. I could use that, actually, some of that. Good, I need to spawn in this. Okay, continuing on. I like the idea of building in a cave on here. It would be cool. But I'm not going to be super, like, it has to be a cave to build there. I'm more just trying to find a decent, suitable spot. God dang, they really utilize this area. I forget that train tracks are a thing. The Dreadmares and all that good stuff. Arc Elemental. Brontosaurus. What the heck is that? Oh, is that a Tech Giga? That looks like a Tech Giga? It is a Tech Giga. If anybody's watching this that is a reoccurring viewer of the last time, and you remember that I was supposed to go and get a Tech Giga, I still have plans to do that. Don't you worry. It's a lot of RGs. Good place to tame RGs. I might actually do that. I have. Okay, never mind. I have 3 trank darts. Hmm. About to say this ain't bad, but then there's a huge base on both sides. Lovely. This is very familiar to me. I remember this from back in the day on the original. I'm trying to remember where I am. blue obelisk. Oh, yeah. Yeah, now I remember. I'm not surprised that my stream is currently struggling to keep up. Yeah, the unbelievable amount of people and structure over here is just terrible. But yeah, forgot about these guys. Just a straight up preemie sword, some spears, a little bit of flint. Nothing out of that one. Hatchet, another sword. Good little way to loot stuff. That's for sure. Shades, a wooden shield, more flint. Spears, another sword, flint, bow, spears, a crossbow, and a hatchet. That's not bad. Crossbow and hatchet are pretty good, actually. Pike and a hatchet. Okay. Oh, hold up. Oh, never mind. That was a bummer. I got excited for a minute there. I thought that dude under the pyramid was like in full ghillie. It's just a naked Bob. I was about to be like, yeah, free loot. Would have been nice. Why did you just suddenly land like that? Stupid bird. Oh my god. Sorry about the camera angle. My mouse is at a bit of an awkward point and likes to drift. There was a spot really close to like right over here. Yeah, right here. I built a base here once. This is cool. I think there was like a little cave right here. Yeah, I believe if we follow this cave, it'll take us to the much bigger cave. Ladies and gentlemen. Dang it! I thought it was untaken. Some galder noob. Lucky sons of guns. But there should be another cave really close by. Yeah, I think this will lead me to it, actually. Unless this is it. This might actually just be it. Hmm. They they pillared pretty well. I don't think pillar war is in the question here. Did they put anything up there? It doesn't look like they put anything like right up here. Technically speaking, I should be able to play stuff. I can. But that would be like such a douchebag thing though. I mean they've obviously pillared this place pretty hard and they wanted it. the one time that I decide, maybe you should be nice today. Fine, you win. Keep your crummy spot. It's not like I wanted it anyways. Alright, let's go down shore. Should be a pretty decent spot somewhere off this way. Some good spots around where the griffins spawn. We might be able to get something over there. Also, I'm pretty pleased because of the fact that they brought griffins back finally. I definitely think when we actually find the base location, the next step is Argentavis. Hmm. We could, I don't really want to, but we could technically build in the desert. I'm not a fan of the desert. Mainly because that's pretty much where I live in real life. Tis no bueno. Not fun. Do not like. God dang, there's pillars everywhere, man. Like, I get it, new map. Man, it's freaking framey over here. These griffins, I gotta be careful, because griffins will F me up. Mm. Like, everywhere I think to build, there's already people. There's a spot off this way, I just have to be really careful of griffins getting there. If a griffin catches me, I'm done. Like, I cannot outrun a griffin unless I can de-aggro on something. Nope. If I can't de-aggro a griffin, it will kill me. Yeah, they're up there, that's the murder snow. If we were to so I'm not going in there. That is a big base. Thing about base hunting for me is that yes, there's places everywhere for me to like place a small base. Everywhere. And that's cool, you know? It's good stuff. I don't need just a place to put a small base. I have that in the Highlands right now. What I need is a place for a sizable base. Something that's going to provide me with all the room I need for everything I want. Such as if you were here for the previous playthrough of Ark, I had a kibble farm, I had, a whole breedery base, and it was glorious, glorious hatchery. You know, kibble farm was producing perfectly. Excuse me. Everything about it was amazing, and it was a huge area, and that's what I need. Well, I wouldn't. Okay, I don't need a like absolutely ungodly huge area. I just need a good enough area. And why does this look like a wyvern trap? This may just be a griffin trap. I think it is actually. I do know that there is a secondary wyvern area. Wait a minute. It's all coming back to me. It's all re-hitting in my brain parts. There's like a really big area around here. Because like the desert should be over there in that corner of the map. Then over here you got like a huge valley. It's just like the biggest like valley you've ever seen in your life. And then if you keep going down a bit, there's like this really nice beach. It's like a really nice beach. And it's probably taken, but if it's not taken, we could totally build on the beach. I would not mind that at all because it is such a really nice like little like not little. It's a decent beach. But the only thing that stands between me and that beach is possibly somebody. It's a possibility. Raising wyverns on a weekday, that's tough, bro. Yeah, here's the massive field. Like, this place is just gigantic. Obviously, foundation and pillars spammed already, but still absolutely huge out here. Oops. Man, like, remembering it piece by piece is interesting. I'm gonna land here for stamina, because I saw a terror bird down there. It's just been so long since I actually bothered to even play on Ragnarok. Mainly because, like, after they sunsetted Evolved servers, I just never been back on Evolved. But even before then, I barely touched Ragnarok on Evolved because there was no point. I played Evolved with my cousin. We had a particularly unique set of rules, and we followed through those rules, so we never really played on Ragnarok because Ragnarok was kind of like a trash map. And to me, it still is kind of a trash map, but it's not like the worst, I guess. Yeah, the beach should just be. It should just be this beach right up here that I was thinking about. But like the most remembering I can do is like from when me and my that Dodo bird that is Dodo bird. Me and my family had a private server on here. That's it. I don't remember anything besides that. Okay, so there is a base here already, and there is another base here already. There's it's taken. Son of a gun, Dad! Son of a gun! I'm gonna save the desert as a last resort. I really don't want to build over there, but I will check that tiny little island right there. I do need to be careful because I do remember that this is also the area where wyverns spawn. Like right up that way. Do not F with me. Good, good, good. Okay. I highly doubt that that little island is free. If it is free, I would consider taking it. I also am pretty sure that there are oil veins here, so I could get copious amounts of gasoline. So we need a water dino pen and or attempt at starting up a little base here. Ugh, Kentros. Which I did tame one, I remember, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm not like I keep saying that I've tamed stuff. I have, but I'm like in my mind, I think I'm still kind of stuck in the last challenge that we tried to do, which was tame every creature that was already like out and released. Oh God! Oh no! Oh, this is bad. That was not where I wanted to land at all. Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Okay, I think he's kind of he lost interest. Anyways, like I was saying, we were supposed to tame every creature last time in the playthrough. That was the goal. But burnout hit me, and if you saw my uh where or like what happened to me video, you'll understand that what I was explaining was that I hit like unbelievable burnout on not just Ark but YouTube and everything like that. I didn't have the want to even continue to try. Mainly because like when you think of stuff, I don't know if there's people out there like me. Most likely there is, but sometimes you would get an idea in your head, right? And you'd think, oh, that would be like, oh, that would just be so cool. That would be awesome, and I can do that. And it's gonna be easy, and that's how I thought YouTube would be. I was like, oh, it's gonna be so easy. People. I'll make funny videos. I'll make a bunch of videos. People will love it, and then they'll immediately like start subscribing, and it'll be so much fun. And then you like actually start getting into things and you realize, oh hey, this is going to take way longer than I suspected. Like this is going to take so much longer and a lot more effort and a lot more work, and it's just going to be really difficult. And that's kind of what happened with me with YouTube. It's because I thought that, oh, I can get this going real fast. People will love my content. People will immediately be like, "Yeah, get him in here." You're like, let's go subscribe to that guy. Let's go watch his videos. And then, after I don't even know how long, a good couple of months, I guess, of posting videos. Like, I was posting, like, I think I started at one video a week, then I moved to two, and then I moved to three, and I was posting 3 videos a week for a good couple of weeks and maybe a month or two. And it's just very quickly, it was wearing on me, and I barely saw any gain in it, and it was just so demotivating to see like how much effort and how much work I was putting into this, only for it to come out with basically nothing. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I had to back off of YouTube, is because of I didn't have to back off. Let's be honest. I got burnt on YouTube. That's what it was. I had I got so burnt because I didn't see that growth that I was originally expecting. And because I was expecting it and I didn't think, oh, hey, well, calm down. It might not be as fast as you're thinking. It was just kind of like a really big, like, smack in the face. It was like a reality call, a wake up call. And so, you know, I was only getting like 2 or 3 subscribers a week. The best, there was one week where I got 10 and I was like ecstatic. I was so ecstatic. And it didn't keep going that way. I would post video after video after video and I wouldn't even get a single subscriber, and the views would be like trash. I would have very, very few amount of views. And I just struggled. I just struggled with it a lot. Okay, this is promising. I know it's the desert, but like, look at this whole plateau area. This is a big spot. Even though there's a little base back behind me, this is still a really nice spot, and it's like completely empty. I might take this. This is nice. This does look nice. There is that, but I don't think that's going to be a problem, considering nobody's pillared up here. But anyway, after the long, long hiatus from YouTube, I slowly started missing it, and of course I was for a while trying to keep my stuff in Ark Reset and trying to hold on to the idea of like, yeah, you'll come back, it'll be fun, you won't feel super burnt out anymore, and it's gonna be good stuff, it's gonna be great. And I was trying to hold on to that, but it only takes one time to forget, especially when you were doing it how I was doing it, which was I would reset it like the day before, like every day. I would always reset it like the day before. All right, I'm taking that spot up there mainly because I'm tired of looking, and that place is nice. So, anyways, I let it slip one day, and it was just. I don't know if it was gone or not, because the thing is, in my mind, it was gone. I didn't come on to check and see if it was all still there, and maybe that I didn't miss my time or anything like that. I just, in my mind, it was gone, so I was saying it's gone. I didn't have the want to even come back and make sure that it was there because I was just tired. I was tired of resetting. I heard you, Sabretooth. Come on. I need to lead you away. And, just after a while of not playing Ark, like, I knew I needed other things in reality. Like, you know, my family was kind of holding me over bills wise because we all we all pitch in for bills around here, and so they were kind of covering me and helping me keep up with things that I need to keep up with. And I knew that that couldn't go on forever. I had to do something. So I had been applying for a bunch of jobs, didn't kept hearing nothing back, getting got demotivated with it, and finally I heard from a job back, and I was like, yeah, this is gonna be cool, and they were like, yeah, come on in. And so I had the job. I was excited, and I worked there for a while. And it wasn't terrible, you know. And all jobs have their own amount of good or terrible. This one was it was bearable. It was in the bearable area. So I took the job, and I was working there for I think a month or two. Kind of just living my life, and YouTube wasn't even back on my mind yet. It was still really fresh that I had just gotten away from it, and level 20, man. Really gonna pick a fight with me? I'm gonna steal pieces of that from you. Okay. So, anyways, as I was saying, you know, I it took a while. I worked at that job for a while, and then I got a message from my previous employers, and they're like, "Hey, we're going on vacation, going out of town. We don't have anybody to cook for the restaurant. Can you come in and cook for us? We'll give you like $100 a day." And I was like, "Well, shoot, sure." Because you have to see, from my point of view, that's like $200 for like $100 for 2 days, or $100 a day for 2 days. It's $200, and I was like, "Heck yeah, man, I can use that. That's some good money." Of course, I said yeah, and that's exactly what I did. I went in and I cooked for them for the 2 days, and I realized how much I missed it, and so I did my absolute best trying to keep everything good, and uh, afterwards they were like, "Yeah, you did a great job. You know, everything went really good. Thank you for doing that." I was like, "No problem." And then what ended up happening was I missed it. I regretted my decision of quitting in the first place, and I was like, "Man, I gotta come back. I gotta get back in here." So I texted my previous employers, and I was like, "Do you guys need a cook?" I was like, "Would you guys be interested in having me come in?" Because this wasn't the first time that I had asked them if I could come back. This was the first time that I had asked them, like, I had offered. This was the first time that I offered them my ability to cook for them. So when they finally were like thinking it over and they said yes, I was ecstatic because I wanted to come back anyways. And finally they said yes, and I was like, "Yes, finally." I was so happy. And I ended up putting in my 2 weeks notice at the other place that I was working, and one thing led to another, and I got the job back at my old work. Very happy about it. Still am very happy about it. And it's like, for instance, I work at a barbecue restaurant, right? The place that I previously worked at was Wendy's. It sucked. Wendy's was the worst job ever. Okay, and it wasn't even because of the people that I worked with. When usually that's usually the determining factor for how bad a job is who you're working with. People I worked with at Wendy's, they didn't suck that bad. Okay, they weren't that bad. The people at the barbecue restaurant, the boss, one of the bosses, that's the only person I had a problem with. It's one of the bosses, and they really got under my skin. Really had a problem with them. That's the way I ended up quitting, is because the boss, who was also the owner, uh, like they got to me, and I shouldn't let them get to me, but they got to me, and I couldn't take it anymore. So I was like, you know what? Peace out. I'm gone. So I finally ended up realizing how much easier the barbecue restaurant was compared to Wendy's. Because Wendy's, I was a shift manager. I got hired on as a shift manager because I'm a capable human being, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the everybody, like, I enjoyed bossing people around. Who's not gonna enjoy going around and being like, "Hey, yo, get back to work," Of course, I wasn't like that. I wasn't mean. I was like, "Hey, can you please do this?" And the stupid, annoying teenagers would never listen. But then, finally, after enough times of saying, "Do it," they would finally work. Finally listen. But I can understand from their point of view, the teenagers and the people who were working there, because like nobody wants to work. Nobody enjoys going to work unless it's like your dream job. Then you're gonna enjoy going to work. I mean, but even then, I bet you some days, even if it's your dream job, you're probably not gonna enjoy it that much because it's still work nonetheless. Everybody would rather be like out enjoying the day, having a good old time, doing something besides working. But anyway, I got completely tangent sidetracked on that. The responsibilities at Wendy's, like, they were so much as a shift manager because you have to like make sure that everybody's getting on their breaks. You have to make sure that everything is getting clean. You have to make sure that everybody's doing stuff up to code. You have to make sure that drawers are being counted and swapped out appropriately with people who are going on break and people who aren't going on break. You have to swap people around. And then you, at the end of the day, you have to help clean, or like, this is what it was a choice. You can either clean, because there's always two managers. There's usually always two managers on site. And so you could either clean or you could do paperwork. Well, I just so happen to be a gamer and pretty decently tech savvy. And the other person that I was on shift with was also a gamer, but not as tech savvy as me. So I ended up just taking paperwork most of the nights because I was way faster at it. It took me about 45 minutes to do everything paperwork wise. When I say paperwork, I mean it's a general term for a few different things. It is count every drawer, which there's 4 drawers. It is make sure that all of the money's there, which it has to total up to $600. If it doesn't total up to $600, either somebody was stealing money from the drawers, or somebody just accidentally misplaced something. And, that was fun. Annoying, but fun, I guess. I'm okay with doing money stuff. I like counting money. I'm really good at that stuff. That's always been kind of like a fun thing for me. But after that, you have to write down a deposit. You have to make sure that the bank deposit is proper. And then you have to put in all the information. You have to do an audit. And you have to get everything proper. And then you have to basically match everything up in the paperwork. If it doesn't match up in the paperwork, then you've done something wrong, and you have to redo pretty much everything. So, a 45-minute task, at least for me, sometimes it would take people an hour or more to do paperwork. A 45-minute task would quickly become an hour and 30-minute task or something like that. And it was really annoying and it was really frustrating because like you just be minding your own business and you think, oh yeah, I'm totally getting out of here early tonight. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna go home, play video games, relax, maybe have a drink, do whatever it is that you do when you get home from work. And then boom. For some reason the deposit is like minus $13. Where's the $13? Recount all 4 drawers. Recount the bank deposit. Recount the bank bag. you know, and then go and check every single drawer terminal. Make sure that the $3, or however much didn't get left behind in the drawer. Maybe it slipped behind it. Check the drop boxes, which is where most people will put their 50s and 100s. Check all these things, make sure that it's absolutely not there. And once you're like 100% sure that's not there, you just leave it for the morning person or the DM, GM, which is general manager. And it was frustrating, because it was a lot. It's a lot to do on top of the paperwork that you already had to do. Because you had to use multiple different programs, which was really annoying. And you would have to enter all this. Not to mention, there's something you have to do before you can even start your paperwork, which is counts and waste. Counts and waste are, let's start with counts. You have to go back into the freezer and the dry storage, and you have to count every bit of product that you have that's on a certain list. So, for instance, you would have to check, like, the chicken patties. You would have to check the crispy chicken patties. You'd have to check the extra crispy chicken patties. You'd have to check the breakfast sausage. And you'd have to check, like, the chili meat. You'd have to check, your french fries, your chicken nuggets, your spicy chicken nuggets. You'd have to check all of that. And then, once you're done with that, you go into the dry storage and you check the rest of your stuff. The chili bags are in the dry storage. Then you check the freaking bacon, and then you check, your frosty mix. There's so much. There was just so much annoying stuff that you had to check. And finally, once you manage to get all your counts, why are you running? Why are you running? Better not bring Daedons up here. Ooh, there's Daedons right there, and I knew it. Anyway, as I was saying, you know, you get all your stuff counted, and you're like, yeah, now I get to go and sit down in the chair for a little bit and do paperwork and, not suffer as much. Then you sit down and you realize, and this happened to me a lot, you realize, oh, hey, I forgot to count this. And then you'd have to get up and you'd have to go back to the freezer. You have to count it again. And you'd have to make sure that's the right thing. And then there's another part of paperwork that's really frustrating, and it is when you're entering counts and waste. If the count is off, you have to go and recount it. Even if you know that it's right, that what you put in is right, you got to go check it again. Very frustrating. Very frustrating. I'm really worried about that Daedon. Maybe I'm gonna craft a box real quick so I can just like drop my stuff if I need to and just dip out. I might actually try and lead it away. But anyways, then you got waste. Then after you do counts, you got your waste, and you got to do all the waste, which is, oh my god, he's coming! Get away! Get away from me, you stupid pig! Go away, Pumbaa! What am I encumbered with? Is it berries? I don't need stems. I don't need narco. I don't need seeds. I don't need that prim bow. Okay, we'll just go this way. Enjoy your time up in my almost base. Anyways, waste is easy. Waste is a lot easier than counts, because what you gotta do with waste, and this isn't for the squeamish, by the way. If you can't touch certain condiments, you wouldn't be able to do waste. Like if you are the type of person who like gets a little too close to mayonnaise and then you start gagging, you'll never make it. You'll never be able to do waste. There's no way. Because you have to go into a certain little trash can that we have, or that we had at Wendy's. You had to go into the trash can, and you'd have to count everything that's in there, including pre-made sandwiches, mistake sandwiches, sandwiches that somebody didn't pick up, sandwiches that somebody ordered and didn't want, sandwiches that were just problematic or sent back for some reason. Not to mention, you'd have to check the nuggets that are in there. You'd have to count all those. You'd have to count any raw meat, by the way, that was in there. Any raw meat that maybe somebody dropped it, maybe it fell on the floor, you'd have to count it. Like, you don't get a choice in this matter. You have to count this stuff. Because if you don't count it, then your, like, product, it'll say that you still have it, technically. And so everything will start getting messed up more and more. You'll be like, oh, yeah, well, let's just say we wasted, like, 5, large vanilla Frosties, and you don't count them. Well, everybody's going to assume we still have that amount of Frosty mix. Like, we still have enough for 5 vanilla Frosties when you don't. So nobody's going to order more to replace that. So, you see what I'm saying? It kind of just gets backed up all the way. You gotta do that stuff. And, I'm not squeamish. I like to think that I'm pretty capable with handling more stuff on the grosser side. I'm not, like, I don't mind it too much. The only thing that, like, really bothers me is, like, cleaning the bathrooms. Like, that, I'll say, is, like, that's a tough one for me. But you get into a habit of all of it. You get pretty good at it. But it was basically all of that for $14 an hour, 45 hours if you're lucky a week. So it's kind of like, I mean, $14 an hour. Let's be honest, it's good. At least that's for me. That's where I live. That's the minimum wage where I live. I should say that, because some people will get less and some people might get more, depending on where you're from, where you live. So for me, $14 an hour was pretty decent. The barbecue restaurant that I worked at previous, however, paid $15 an hour. And the hours would vary, of course, as most jobs do. But the thing is, this barbecue restaurant, it's not an official corporation. It is a mom and pop shop. So it's basically a lot more relaxed on a lot of that stuff. Like, sure, you do, like, you gotta keep your sanitary, like, habits. You gotta keep those in tip top shape. You gotta make sure that you're staying on top of being sanitary. But you don't have to count waste there. You don't have to put in paperwork. You don't have to count drawers. That's not your job. That's the job for the owners. That's their job. They have to do inventory. They have to, be okay with how much money they lose during waste. Because, like, oh my god! I've cooked briskets before, and, like, let me tell you, back when I first started as a cook, I made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes when they first start at something because they're new at it. Everybody's going to make some mistakes. Well, I was cooking a large amount of briskets. I was cooking 20 briskets at a time, 20 to 30 at a time, actually. Well, I just so happened to be cooking, I think it was like 15 briskets this day. And I got them all smoked to where they needed to be. I got them wrapped in tinfoil and I put them back. And I texted my boss and I was like, "Hey, got the briskets all, ready. They're all wrapped. They're all ready to be, taken care of. They just got to hit their, desired temperature, and then boom, you can take them off." Well, she was like, "Okay, that sounds like a plan." And you know, one time, like, I forgot, she forgot, or something like that. It doesn't matter who forgot. Somebody forgot. That was like $1,000 or so down the drain because those briskets stayed on the smoker for so long they burnt. And then what really sucks is that the next day after we were trying to recuperate the brisket that we lost and trying to cook more, those burnt too. So we were down like $2,000 from in product, and it's just a mistake that people make. Luckily, the place that I work at now, the barbecue restaurant, they're a lot more understanding of mistakes. They'll be like, okay, well, mistakes are made, mistakes happen. You're gonna have to just roll with the punches. That's just part of, any, you know, proper job. Those big corporations like Wendy's, like, you make a mistake, like, they're not like, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. We'll get it fixed. Just as long as everything gets taken care of, it'll be fine. They are like, oh my god, you did something bad. You're fired. Written up. You're gonna you're on the verge of going to jail. Stuff like that. They'll get all up in your biz, and they'll get like super mad at you for making a mistake, and that's not okay. That's not how it should be, because they need to realize that people are human, and most of the people who are going to be working at a fast food restaurant are teenagers and younger audience. And who's going to make mistakes? Who's more likely to make mistakes? A person who's new at a job and doesn't really know too much about it versus a person who's had multiple jobs and kind of gets the gist, you know? And then they're like super hard on the teenagers and the people who are like new, because it's not just teenagers. There's like, I've seen like older people, like, you know seniors working at places like that, and they make mistakes, and the store will yell at them. It's not just the age difference. People get yelled at all the time, but it's just, I don't think people should like get yelled at so heavily just because they made a mistake or had an accident. Like, it's a bit excessive. Like, sure, that's gonna be a problem, but at the same time, you should be like, okay, well, this is a learning curve. You're gonna have these. You'll get better at it. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be like, somebody's losing their absolute mind over the fact that somebody accidentally spilled the milk. But anyways, that's like a little rant of mine. The point being is that I'm happy where I am at the moment, and I remember when I worked there the first time, I was like doing YouTube, and I was really excited. And it was like when I first began the Hero channel. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Well, what the heck is that thing? Is that like a new thing, or what is that? That isn't a normal fish, guys. I'm scared to go near it. That's not a megalodon or a Xiphactinus or whatever it's called. That's new. What is that thing? Are those like new sharks or something? I need to make a spyglass. Don't I have like pretty much all the stuff to make a spyglass? God darn it. I don't have hide with me. That's okay. Anyways, I just got the craving to want to play Ark again, and I got the craving to want to do YouTube more, and one thing led to another, and here I am, back. So I'm really happy. The what happened to me video like took off. I had no idea that that was gonna happen. 200 and something views. Pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself. The Ark video, the Ragnarok episode 1 video, that one didn't do very good. Last time I checked, it had like 10 views. But, it's the beginning. It's the beginning of coming back after a good couple of months of being gone. So, anyways, I think that's pretty decently pillared. Like, just for now, because obviously I want the whole thing. I'ma be greedy. I'ma be real greedy. And I'm gonna try and get as much of this as I can. But for now, I think the best bet is to kind of get a little house here and then go and tame some, like an RG or two. Because I really, really need RGs. I need something for defense and something to carry. So, I think just a simple. I think we'll do stone. A stone 4x or 2x2 will be perfect. Sand. I don't want sand. I'm not making Adobe stuff. Get out of here. It's just gonna encumber me. But I'll tell you something. If you're like me and you have a job for, let's just say that you have a job for almost a year, right? And then you lose that job or you quit for some reason, and then you're jobless for a while, it's like everything changes. Like once you get a job and you work there for about a year, you don't just get to come home afterwards and be like jobless for a couple of years or like for a couple of months and feel the same as you did if you never had a job in the first place. Like, it's because you get that income, you get that money, and that money is like a taste of freedom. Like, you don't have to ask, oh, hey, can I borrow some money today? Or like, oh, there's this really cool thing coming out. Can I have some money? You don't have to do that. You just have the money. You can buy whatever you want. And I think that could be the reasoning why, like, I feel the way I feel whenever I stop. But there's also this weird sense of like guilt, if you will, because like you're working and you're doing good, you're doing a good job. You feel like, you feel proud of yourself, and then you just drop off. You don't have that money. You don't have that pride in yourself anymore. You don't have that job. You're like, I don't know. It's just like a weird, like guilty feeling, but also like a regret and a missing of the job. Because I know when I quit from the barbecue restaurant that I work at now, everything changed for me, man. Like I did have YouTube that kind of was a good way for me to channel my attention, but there were other factors at play there, which I'll get into in a minute. But it was weird because I missed working. I missed working at the restaurant. I missed being the chef, and I wanted to continue. I wanted to go back. But I knew that at the time, I was under the assumption and the thought that I had burned that bridge because I didn't put in a 2 weeks notice. I straight up told my boss, "Hey, I'll give you a 1 week's notice." And my boss told me, "No, I don't want a 1 week's notice. I want a 2 weeks notice." And I I said, if you don't do that, then consider the day you worked previously, like prior, the last day. And I said, okay. So, sorry, excuse me. I considered the last day I had worked my last day, and I thought that I had burnt that bridge. That's another reason why you should always put in a 2 weeks notice. Do not burn your bridges in the professional career, or like in the professional lifestyle. Do not burn your bridges because you never know. You never know what's going to happen. You could lose your job tomorrow, for all you know. Where are you going? Who's on your side and will be willing to take you as a good worker back? And that's something that I didn't really think about. That's something that I didn't really think about because I hadn't put in any 2 weeks notice in until Wendy's. I put a 2 weeks notice in at Wendy's. That's the first job I've ever put in a 2 weeks notice, and I've worked at 3 different places now. And the first two I like was the barbecue, obviously, and a supermarket, a local supermarket. I didn't put a 2 weeks notice in at either of those places. Thankfully, the barbecue restaurant, they were happy enough with the hard work that I did for them when they asked me to come back and cook for them. They were pleased enough to with it to where they would be like, you know what? Yeah, you can come back and cook again. And I was so happy. I was so happy because it was so much easier than Wendy's. It was so much easier. Like it was ridiculously easier. Because all I gotta do is go in at 8 a.m., you know, cook 8 racks of ribs, you know, make sure the briskets like that are for the next day get to temp. What am I encumbered with? Am I encumbered with wood? Need wood. I don't want that date on after me. You know, make sure the briskets for that day get to temp. You know, cook everything on the sides, get all the sides warmed up and ready for the day. Make sure that everything's ready for the restaurant to actually be opened because that's my job. I'm the chef and the opener for the restaurant. As long as everything gets opened and ready before 11 o'clock, I'm good. I'm golden. I did it. I did my job. And then I'll usually stick around and help until about 3, which is closing. And then I'll leave at about closing time. And the rest of my workers, my coworkers, they'll close down the restaurant. Sometimes, because I usually work to whatever schedule my boss gives me, obviously. Sometimes she'll just have me work an 8 to 1 p.m. and then I'll just leave at 1 and I'll be like, you know, sweet, I have the rest of the day to do whatever I want. And that's always nice. But it's just nice to not have to be under so much stress. Like, for instance, one of the best things at my job right now, the best things that are going down, is that at Wendy's you have to wear black pants, and it has to be jean type pants. It can't be windbreakers or yoga pants or stretchy pants or anything like that. It has to be like black jeans, basically. I absolutely hate wearing jeans. They're uncomfortable, they're annoying. I don't like the way they feel. They're hot, and it's already hot where I live. I don't want to deal with that. So I ended up like that was just one of my biggest like hatreds about the job at Wendy's. The best job, or like one of the best things about working where I work now is there's no dress code. It just simply does not exist. I mean, no, there is a small amount of dress code. Basically, don't wear anything inappropriate and don't wear anything that has like inappropriate language or anything else on it. And so I wear a pair of black basketball shorts and a black t-shirt that usually has like some sort of text like to do with cooking on it, right? Or like grilling. That's what I wear. That's what I prefer to wear. And it's easy and it's nice because when you're outside on most of the time like upper 80s to 90-degree days, you don't want to wear pants. You don't. And the main thing in my job, the main place that I am at in my job is outside. I'm outside in the smokehouse pretty much all the time. Outside in the smokehouse, and it's like upper 90s, and then you have most of the time two smokers going that are like about 200 degrees. So it's hot. It's really hot, especially when you're in and out of those smokers almost constantly, which I am. You know, I'm opening those smokers up every like 5 to 10 minutes, making sure that everything's cooking properly, and nothing's catching on fire and nothing's burning. That's my job. So being able to wear a t-shirt, like a normal t-shirt, and those, basketball shorts, it makes it really nice. So I'm not like getting heat stroke. Is that Lystro? That is Lystro. Come here, buddy. I need to kill you. You're gonna be a worth it sacrifice. Trust me. Good. Not a lot of hide though. Kind of a rip off. Anyway, it's like a lot of nice things that I took for granted. I took for granted a lot of stuff. So I'm glad that I got to go back. I'm glad that they gave me another chance. Okay, I need 4 ceilings and 3 more walls and a door. I got plenty of wood. Looks like stone and thatch might be the next issues. Be nice if I wasn't having heat stroke. That's gonna be an annoying thing to deal with later. Anyways, we can talk more about Ark now instead of real life. I don't know. I kind of just went into autopilot talking about that stuff. But I'm excited for the base. I feel like this is gonna be a pretty cool one. Obviously, I don't know if I'll stay here. I mean, I know for a fact in the future I'm not gonna be here on Ragnarok anymore. As soon as Crystal Isles is transferable, I'm over there. Like it's all Crystal Isles from there. I love that map, and I want nothing more but to live there. Stone ceiling and hair trim. That's what I need. I want to live on Crystal Isle so bad, dude. Like so bad, because it's my favorite map. Ever since it came out the first time, I fell in love with that map. Like in like absolute love. It is like such a beautiful map. So I have a preferred base spot over there, and I hope I can get it. It is one of the floating islands. It's got a lake on it. Very good silica pearl gathering area. Very good. But I hope I get it. It's gonna be difficult, but I might be able to bribe somebody. Obviously, I'm not gonna like follow the crowd and just be like, "Oh my god, it's open. I'm gonna go and like pillar something on a different noob character, and then just kind of keep resetting it so I can go and live there." Nah, I'm not doing that. One, that's like stupid, and two, I don't have the like attention span to reset 2 servers. God darn, I'm about to die, and I can't sprint for some reason. Does like heat stroke prevent you from sprinting or something? Is that a thing? Yeah, I definitely think water wells are going to be pretty important up here. Even though I could run piping, I think water wells will be the first thing that I do because they are just way simpler. Why are you encumbered? I don't know. There's always something about starting out in Ark and getting like your stuff going that's really exciting. It like fills you with that exciting feeling. Like it's like something's about to go down. Big things about to happen. It's cool. Okay, really quickly, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this so I won't be like dying or almost dead. Yeah, once we put the roof on here, we'll start prepping, and then we'll go and get. I'm gonna try. That's loud. Has it not been picking up my game sounds this whole time? It does, but very barely. Hold on. I'm trying to adjust that. And I feel like my voice needs to be a little louder too, maybe. Maybe just a wee bit louder. Yeah, probably about right there. Maybe a little more. Yeah. Okay, that should work. If you enjoyers of the stream are watching, please make sure to let me know if the sound is like too overpowering or not. Okay. Now, are you still uncovered? No. Good. I need to just get a little bit more wood and a little bit more stone. Is that pig still over here? I don't see him. Yeah. I guess when you have like superheat or heat stroke, you can't sprint. Yeah. So I want to go get two RGs. I'm not gonna tame like low level RGs, okay? It's like 145 or higher for me. I'm not gonna waste my time with like low level bull crap. And obviously I'll use Prime Me if I can. But I might take a break just to have a quick restroom run. And then I'll come back and then we'll go and get the RGs. Oh, come on, I know I'm not that fat, you stupid bird. I just crafted stuff. God darn it. I can't even barrel roll. Alright, fine. You just, like, chill right here for a minute then. God, it's annoying that I can't, like, sprint. Yeah, that might be a problem. If that's, like, just something that constantly happens, that might be a problem for us here. But, luckily, I haven't built, like, a massive base here yet, or anything. This is just a little plateau that I've pillared. So, he's home for now. I'm still salty that I lost my Equisis, though. Like that. I just hate aloes so much, dude. They're constantly giving me a new reason to hate them even more. You know what? I had a mortar and pestle, but the aloe's broken. Another reason to hate them. They busted my mortar and pestle. I don't have enough resources over here to craft one. So I'll have to do it later. I have to. No, I'll have to do it now. I have to. I don't have the the narcotics necessary to craft or to be able to take down an RG. Okay, this is what we're working with resource-wise. Just gonna throw the rest of this stuff in there that I don't need yet. Okay. So I need meat, I need hide, I need some stone, and I need narco berries. You know how I could get a lot of narco berries if I had my equises? No. Alright, new plan, new plan. It's gonna be way faster if we go back home, tame a new equus, and then go get RGs. That way we can also get mutton. I think we're good. I think everything that's here will be alright here. God, this like heat stroke is annoying. It's like moving my screen. So anyway, yeah. I mean, I knew that aloes spawned in the Highlands. I just didn't know that they spawned right on top of my freaking base. So we'll have to be a little bit cautious of them. I do want to get a wyvern at some point, but I'm definitely going to get a griffin so I can then go and get a wyvern. I'm not gonna F around. Are those like tamed? They look tamed. It looks like they have saddles. How's this guy? Look at these griffins, man. Of course, he doesn't have the one color that I want. Sorry. He does. He has them. He has the pink ones. Look at these pink guys. It's freaking sick. Black and pink. God, I'm gonna have to buy some from him. Wait, can you breed griffins? No, you can clone griffins. Yeah, you can clone them. Why is there a bag right here? God dang! Oh my god, dude! I'll take some of that. Guess who doesn't have to grind the meat for narcotics now? Yes. Oh, is he standing right there? Oh, hey, man. Hope you don't mind that I stole some of that. Sorry. It's just spoiled meat. Dude, I didn't know he was peeping at me, man. That was so awkward. I didn't realize that he was just like totally peeping at me through his binoculars. I really don't think he cares though. It's like spoiled meat. Who cares about spoiled meat? I mean, besides a noob who needs narcotic, who cares? Like, bro could go on a meat run and have like billions in like just a couple of like I guess hours. That was just so awkward though. Just like flying over and be like, "Oh hey man, what's going on? Oh you saw that? Oh I'm just looking, man. I'm just looking." Even though I obviously threw out a couple boxes of the spoiled meat so I could carry it. Oh my god, that's a wild wyvern! I hate this. For some reason, every time stuff like this happens, I usually end up dying. Just like I'm gonna try and avoid it, and in my attempts to avoid it, it's going to come after me. How long does this stupid heat stroke bullcrap last, man? Well, there's some RGs. And right here. This heat stroke is so annoying, dude. Jesus, there's another one! Why all of a sudden are they like all over here? Oh, you know what? This is really close to where they actually live. The little caves around here somewhere. What is this? What? No, I don't care about OBS. Okay, so everything's cool. Just had to check a text from work. I'm good. We good. Can this heat stroke please go away? My god, this is annoying. You know, I just realized I'm gonna have to do boss fights on here to get elements so I can get telepads again. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I would just have to grind the get the resources on a different spot. Is this person online? Hello? Anybody home? Offline damage prevented. Let's go inside and take a look, see what they got. Oh, if we get a freaking pyro main, I think it would negate the stupid, like, heat stroke effect. Wait, wait, wait! When did they add egg incubators back into the game? I didn't realize that. I didn't know they did that yet. I forgot about that. Yeah, no, if people have public telepads, then I could just whoosh over anywhere. Oh, like this! Just like this! Oh, hold on. I think if I have my PT, this could be business, bro. We could be in biz right here. We could just like just whoosh right over to where we need to be. I think this will work. Teleports to closest spot is like right over here. Whoosh. It worked. Oh my god. Yes. Okay, we're going to do this. Waypoint 0, that will be the first one. And then the other one was like on the beach over here somewhere. So I think we'll just like mark over here. Waypoint 1. I am such a genius. Now I just gotta get back over to my base, land up on a rock, go to a quick restroom run, and then come back, make up narcotic, take narcotic, make arrow, make bird fall asleep, feed bird food, make bird mine, ride, make saddle for bird, take bird home. Yes, I don't know what we're gonna do after that. Probably still scout for a better base location. Because I don't know about you guys, but this heat stroke thing, this ain't good for me, and this ain't good for you, and this ain't good for my stream because it's gonna be bad because it looks like crap. All right, for safety, we're landing up here. You lovely viewers, we will be back in like 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you for your patience. I'm gonna put all my crap in my bird actually before I dip out, just in case. Just in case. All right, I'll be back momentarily. You guys keep an eye on things. If something goes down, let me know. I can't like just dip out right when somebody says hi. Hello, puppino. How goes it? You caught me just as I was about to go AFK for a few minutes. Like I want to stay and chat with you, but I have to do something real quick. I kind of can't wait. But if you stay in here, I'll come back and we can talk for a minute. But I'll be right back. I've returned. Yeah, I'm back. Why is my headset stuck? What is going on? God dang it. Ah. Go. It's annoying. And Babino, I don't know if you're still there, but real quick, you need to test this new mod. Here, I don't know what mod you speak of, my friend. Heat stroke is gone though, that's nice. Doesn't seem to be anything inherently dangerous in base. My mortar pestle is still here. That means we can put this stuff in there. I already have like almost 40 narcotic. Whoops! There we go. What's the next? I didn't even do that. Almost took my whole entire mic off of its stand. Alright. So, basically, just stick all this in here. That. And if I'm correct, hopefully they rewrote. They did, some of them anyways. We are going to go and get ourselves another Equus so we can get berries. And that way we can get narcotic fast. Because I don't want to sit around and be like picking narco berries myself. Get a horse. So fast, you know. 16 carrots should be enough. Come on. Come with me, bird. Let's go. What in the world? There we go. Okay, let's see. Surely there's gonna be an Equus just somewhere around here. Like, I've seen them here a ton of times. I've also seen those bison thing around here. I don't want to mess with those guys because they are scary. Said Ovis, I will not kill you because you might come in handy. Somewhere around here, surely. There's no way that there's not one somewhere around here. They're always around here. It's a trike. It's another trike. Lag. What is that? That's a... What the heck? What is that? Whoa! What we do? Somebody explain this. What is this thing? That thing's cool. What is that? Wait, I didn't even get to read your name. Did it just go in here? Spring. Hold on. What are you? Spring Drakeling. Can you tame those? That's... What's with all these new and unknown to me creatures? Oh! No freaking way! Oh no, are these babies? Are these all babies? Adolescent, baby, baby. That's full grown. That's full grown trike right there. Baby bison. Ooh. Is everything in here unlocked? No way. There's no way I just found this. Dude, no, what? Dude, nobody's even touched the stuff yet. Oh my god. This is fantastic. This guy quit. This guy totally just quit the game and he was like, you know what? First noob that finds it. Well, guess who's the noob, baby? You're looking at. Oh my god, dude, this is like big This is a big score for us, guys. This is a big score. No freaking way. We got a freaking gene scanner. That's freaking cool. We got Narcs. We got Canteen. Canteen. Oh, this is amazing. Dude, is there like more loot in here? No way, man. This is like, what are the freaking odds? Smithy with a ton of hide. Holy crap. Metal. Give me that hide. Um, holy crap, man. Like, this is insane to me. Too bad these RGs are babies, man. God, that would have been. It would come in so clutch, so clutch if we could have gotten them full grown. At least this truck is fully grown. Not very high level, but it's fully grown nonetheless. Anything over here besides generator? Doesn't look like it. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? I need stuff. I need like a trike saddle. We gotta have to pick and choose what we want to keep. Obviously, we're not gonna be able to keep all this. I don't think he has gas. Is there gas? Yes. Okay, thank goodness there's gas. Okay. Ooh, spyglass. I don't have to craft one for myself now. He has riot armor. He has some good stuff in here, not gonna lie. Problem with the babies is obviously we're not gonna be able to keep all of them. They have 1 day and 6 hours left. Unless we can somehow magically manage to craft a cryo fridge within the next little bit. If we had Polly in here, we probably could. I mean, there is stuff we can do. Okay, I need the you turn this on. Why did I need gas in here? I was gonna make. I don't remember what it's gonna make. He does have that. We could technically make components. Let's not make all of that. 49 polymer refrigerators and air cons. Too bad he doesn't have a grinder. Give me that. That's freaking sick. Okay, let's see. I would love to be able to put a box down. Just don't think that we have the necessary resources to do that. Maybe we do. Thatch. That's all we need is more thatch. Okay, we'll run and get some. Okay. I'll try and have a box out here. I think I can just put it down on the ground. Foundation. I saw a spot. Okay. This is a baby griffin. Okay, anyway. Okay, we gotta be picky choosy here. Obviously, I'm gonna take every blueprint we can manage to take. here. Let's see if we can't just. Oh, yeah, there we go. Perfect. Hashtag scavenger activities right here. Okay, structures, metal. Honestly, pillars. Pillars and ladders are going to be like the thing we should make with this. Okay. He doesn't have oil. That's the problem, and we need 90 poly. Okay, so basically we're just going to salvage what we can from here. The busted chainsaw. Repair said busted chainsaw, because that's going to come in handy. Poly scope attachment is good. Metal wall. Metal water irrigation. Okay, take some of this and put it out here. I cannot believe that we found this. This is like beginner's luck. Should probably put the heaviest stuff in here first. Or I could just make another box. This person obviously isn't coming back because their stuff only has 2 days left on it. Okay, lag. Okay, we'll take this up to the smithy. Drop it in here. And do screws, metal, ladders, make them. Let's go through the boxes, see what I want. Ooh. Ooh, we don't have to make narcotic period now. Perfect. I'll take the stimulant. I'll take the forges. Those can come in big handy later on. I will take all of that keratin or chitin. I don't care about that. I'll take these. I don't care about any of that. Flint. I don't really have a use for that right now. More fertilizer. More fertilizer. Bullets. If he has a fabricated pistol, then heck yeah. If he doesn't, then I don't care. Saddles. I'll take the Castro saddle. I'll take the blueprint. Pearls, I'll take those. Ooh, we do have a trike saddle in here. We can totally use that trike now. I don't need the sword. I will take the attachment. I'll take that. What is this? Platform saddle for the Paratherium. I'll take the bolas. I'll take this. I'll take that. I'll take the gasoline. Is that a... Ooh, that's good. I'll take that too. I'll take that. You know, we'll take the fur. We could probably use that. Oil. We'll take the oil. More stimulant. Silencer attachment. I don't care about that. I don't need the Palmio Scorpius settle. Okay, I think that's everything in the boxes. Let's check the vault again. Blueprints. Obviously, we're going to take blueprints. We'll take this. I don't care about the Carno saddle. I'll take that. Ooh, those are good. More of these. An industrial grill. That's nice. Ooh, we got ourselves a good stuff. Platforms for the elevator. I'll take the refrigerators. I'll take that. I don't care about. Well, I'll take that. That could come in. Ooh, score behemoth gates. Ooh, good torch. More. Ooh, what is that? Upper torso. I don't care about that. I'll take the club. Oh, ooh, painters. I'll take the painters. We're gonna need those later. And I'll take the omnidirectional light posts. Is that a metal behemoth gate? That is. Oh my god. How lucky we are. I'll take the stone building supplies. Those we can use those. I'll take that rest of that stimulant. We'll take the scuba tank. That could come in handy later. Pelagornis saddle. I don't really care about that. I guess we'll take the platform saddles. They only weigh 4 pounds, so why not? Take the. I guess we technically don't need all these bullets because we don't have the gun for it. And then we'll take some of those. But for now, I'm a little too encumbered, so I gotta put something back. Some heavier stuff away. So I can go and deposit this in the box outside. This is a excellent find. Very rare, but excellent. The amount of resources here will sustain me for quite some time. We'll have to remember that this is here so I can come back with the RG that I go and tame to actually, keep it. And then we'll take it to one of the telepads that are public, and then we'll take it home to the new base. What else can we put in there? Put that in there. Let's get some more wood so we can make another box, and then we can probably fit everything else in there and call it good. I think I'll also try and build like a metal trap so I can use it for the Arduch tame. That would be nice. Yeah, I don't need to tame an Equus, so I can just eat these carrots. Here, snap, will you? Or not, that works. Okay. Blueprints in here. The other items in here, put that in there. Gas. This stuff in there. I'll keep the pistol and the bullets. That can come in handy later. We don't need the seeds. The raw resources we can carry with us. You already have a saddle. You have a Mastercraft saddle. This is a decent trike, actually. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and put these little guys in here. Keep the other pods. We'll put that in there. Those pods will come in handy. This jar. I don't think we'll need all of those, so I'll just put those back. And can I craft an RG saddle? I can. What else do I need? Hide? I think there's plenty of hide in here. I think we've gotten everything that we wanted from in here, out of here. I don't think there's really anything else I need. I will take the crossbows, though. That I will take. I'll take an extra sickle. I want that. Yeah, I think that we're pretty much set and pretty now. Yeah, one more 1/7. I'll take a couple air cons just in case. You know what? Waste not, want not. Let's take them all. And then we got this. This is the problematic area. ingots already, so definitely use it. I'm just gonna take it up to the smithy because the smithy has resources that we can use to make this into better stuff. Man, it's gonna be nice having like all of our good stuff back again soon. Probably take us a couple of videos and a few streams, but I bet you will be good to go in a little bit. Let's make another RG saddle real quick because I need it. We'll make a PT, an extra PT, just because I knew I'm gonna need it. Let's see what we got for ladders and pillars. Pretty good, pretty good. Let's make some more ladders though, because it'll be nice to have all these pillars. Oh wait, the RG trap, which they already have some of the gates in here for us. We just need one more and two doors. So metal, one more gate and two doors. We'll make one more gate just in case, and now we'll make the rest into pillars. And whatever's left is left. I'm not gonna like take the extra ingots. We'll leave them here for the next lucky noob. I'm definitely gonna be able to carry all of this. Let's put what we want to take with us back to base in the PT. So we'll do that in there. Yeah, these saddles, the trike, the pods. I don't need that trike saddle. I don't need that one shrink dart or that door. I don't need the wood. Do that. Those. That's gonna stay on me. Okay, so the rest can go in the box over here. That way we don't have to be so encumbered. Dang it. I need those. Well, do I need those? Maybe not. Let's put the... What's in here that I can throw away that I don't need? Man. I don't need the helmet. The... I won't need that metal arrow. Silica pearls I might need later. We got 6 aircons. I don't need the rest of those. I don't need that or that. We'll put that in there. Put those in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. Dang it. I guess we don't need 3 of those. Yeah, I think that'll be okay for now. Kinda looking decent. I don't need that. I won't need that ever. So we'll put that in there. Yeah, okay. I think we're okay now. I think we just need to get the metal structures out of here, and then we're done. We have to take the metal structures with us on the RG team, though. So my bird will have to be able to carry them. I say that, but my bird is already almost encumbered. Alright, let's keep the PT saddle. I want to keep the arrows regardless, and we need narcotic. We need the narcotic for the tame. Man. Just throw the PT saddle away. Throw the stimulant away. Okay, that's not enough pace to bother keeping. Hide. Don't care about it. I already have a bunch of chitin. I don't need a bunch of keratin. Can I carry that? Yes, I can. Take that as well. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that's all we're gonna take. I don't think I want really anything else from in here, so now I just need to put it in a box over here, and then we should be okay to go. If my bird can carry us, that is. I might have to drop some other stuff. But I'm really hoping that my PT will be able to carry me, because I need pretty much everything I'm carrying. Let's see. What's in here? Give me this. Hopefully the bird will be able to carry us home. No, still encumbered. What can I drop? Drop the club. God, this bird is freaking weak as. Drop a crossbow, I guess. I guess I can always come back and make another RG saddle. Drop the thatch. Drop the water jar. Drop the sickle. Drop that little bit of hide. Drop the bolas. God darn it, man. It's too much weight on it still. I can fly him back home. We should be fine. And since the house is just right up here, slowly but surely. There's an Equus. Trying to think. This is painful. This is really painful. Well, this is the price of streaming. This was a video. You guys wouldn't even be seeing this right now. God, this is annoying. This PT is freaking weak as, dude. It needs better weight. Almost there, though. 'Tis just past these rocks. Yeah, this is, so much fun. So close, dude. We're just so close. Yes, it's right there. You can see it. Okay. Now I can carry all of this with ease. The PT, struggles just a little bit. So deposit that there. I'm not gonna need the trike on this. He can stay here. I do want to carry this with me. Could come in handy. Okay, can you carry me? Can you sprint at least? Yes. Okay, we are just able to, and we're pushing it. So time to go and tame RG. But I am going to that waypoint because that's the little GD public telepad that is free to use. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Until I get my own telepads and can have base or like little teleport spots around the map, I'm gonna have to use public telepads. Public transport, if you will. So, yay. Fun stuff. But at least I have it, it's better than nothing. The only problem is people can shut it off whenever they want. And that's a little bit, unnerving. Because if I'm like casually, about to head back to base and somebody locks one of their telepads, I'm gonna have to and I'm like depending on it to be the open, it's gonna screw me over like real bad. Like real bad, real bad. There is an Ovis right here. I would love to harvest you, but I'm going to wait until I have knocked out an RG, and then I will come back and tame you. God, I am hungry again. It's very annoying. Okay, teleport. That's Blue Obelisk. Somewhere like in this early area. Root, double, artifact, cave, small teleporter. Yeah, that's probably okay. Let's go. Just hope there's nothing there to attack me. Well, there's probably a Scorpius, but that's it. There's already RGs here, so I don't know why there's a. Why is this here? That's weird. I need food. I guess we'll kill that scorpion. That's the only thing that I saw. Come here. You would be a level 140, wouldn't you? If we're lucky, that RG up there is a level 140 as well. Come on, I don't have time to play games. I need to kill you and eat you. But you gobble it all down. Alright. Things look weird. Does it look like that around here? There we go. What the heck? Odd visual glitch, I suppose. Okay, there's two Argentavis right here. That is level 15, waste of my time, and a level 55, also waste of my time. Then there's the dude right below me. level. Does that say 26? 25. And there's another one right down beside the Anki, right there. 130. We'll take it. Let's go ahead and build a trap like right over here. I feel like right here is probably a good spot. This trap will be very useful because since it's metal, the RG shouldn't be able to damage it. Then we can just pick it back up and take it home. Better be obstructed by my wing and not the ground. It's obstructed by the ground. Isn't that just lovely? God dang it. I hate it when that happens. It's just like if it's not going to let you place the door, why is it letting you place the gate? You know what I'm saying? Son of a gun. What about this door? Can we place it in here? No. God dang it. I'm going to have to replace the whole thing. Oh, wait. I've had too many experiences where it just destroys the gateway when I do that. Give me. Okay, I guess here's a bit flatter. We'll do it right here. So, first one, second one, third one, and fourth one. And of course there's a Kentro right frickin' there. There we go. Okay, let's get this Kentro over the edge real quick. So I don't have to deal with him or worry about him. Okay. I'll eat some more food because I'm hungry again. Open this up. And then you could be the 130. Yes, you are. Thank you for aggroing on me. You know, sometimes when I start out new, I feel like I'm speedrunning this game. Oh, god dang it. You stupid piece of garbage. You're gonna, like freaking juke the trap, and then you're gonna come after me. Real quick. Passive. Close the door. Ta-da! Just that easy. Is it like a yellow color, or is that just like the area we're in right now? Because it's not bad. Not a bad color. Ah! Bye-bye! Nuh-uh. Yeah, I figured as much. Come on. Yeah. Come on. There you go. Stupid dog. Stay out of my way. Okay, let me see your face, man. Now, I do want to tame 2 of these. So hopefully we can find another high-level RG. It's already getting bloody. That worries me. Don't want to kill it. It's getting really bloody. Oh, it's out. Perfect. What level is that guy? 55, and that one is 25? Not really interested. Okay. So I'm just gonna let him do his deal while I go and look for another one. You know, that's not a garbage level. I'm sure that there's gonna be like something decent somewhere nearby, maybe. I mean, I'm not sure. There might be absolutely nothing decent nearby. I mean, either way, we did get the one. We do have a 135 down. Is this untouched? There's no way. Besides that, well, no, not really. There's that and that one. Is there any others? There's some tech foundies here and there. Man, what a douchebag. Like, God, why do people gotta be such douchebags, man? It's so annoying when people just, like, put crap down randomly so other people can't, like, do anything. It's like, we're all playing the game together, man. Or woman. Or whatever. Like, you don't just have to block everything just because you think you're cool or something. Did I already check that one? Oh, it's 130. Come on, aggro more on me. Get aggroed on me. Come on, me. Me. I want your attention. Me. Me. Yeah, come on. I think my other one's just right down here, too. Right? Isn't it somewhere around here? It's like really close to over here, I think. Is it? Am I wrong? Where am I? Where am I? What am I? Who am I? Where's my thing? That's not what I want. Your babies, blah blah blah, low HP. Allies. Ugh, you're hurting me. Okay, you do your thing. It's in progress. I don't know where it went. Crap. That's bad. It's not good at all. It's the Anki. This is really not good. Where did it go? I feel like it was back over here somewhere. It's definitely around here somewhere. That's weird. That's where we found that other RG. I think it was much farther back here. I'm pretty sure it was, actually. I think it's like right here. No. Oh my god, did I actually seriously lose this? You're kidding me. Dude, there's no freaking way that I actually lost it. And the stupid thing won't ever show you teams in progress. It's level 25 and level 55. And level 95, yeah. So, it would be pretty close to here, I think. I think there was like a little base somewhere that I, bummed their telepad. like right over here. What is it? God dang it, man! This is bad. I should have put a waypoint down or something. Hmm. Wait. That's familiar. I remember seeing that. The cannon. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm in the right area. No. Yeah, that's the base that I bummed the telepath off of. And then not far from here, over in this direction, I found the RG, I think. This is very annoying. Okay, okay, I found it. Yeah, I'm back. Okay. Now, before I do anything stupid, yeah. Point two. Obviously, I'm hungry again, so I'm gonna eat. And then there should be that level 130 pretty close around here. I think that I did pull it around here. Maybe. Because I think that's the 95 or the like 55 or 25. It's the 25. Need to make sure that this Enki wins. Okay. He did win indeed. Now I gotta find that other 130. Is it that? Is that him? That's that 95. The 130 should be close though. But I'm pretty sure I lured it around to that 95. Somewhere. I think it's over here. I think I remember it being around right around here. Somewhere. Please. Oh dang. Not gonna lie. I have no idea where it went. Got too focused in trying to figure out where mine was, the one I already knocked out. Which, I mean, if you think about it, it's a valid focus. It really is. Okay, I can't find it right now. It's if it's not where I just looked, it's probably back the other way. That's what I'm thinking. Like past that 95. Probably, maybe, probably. Run low on stamina. Man, that is so frustrating. That's at 25. I don't even need to scope in on that one to know that's 25. Okay. Well, obviously lost it. So I think the best. Oh wait. That might be it. Please be you. Please. Yes! Oh my God, we found it. Redemption, and amazing things. We're so good at this game, guys. We're so good at this game. I knew where it was the whole time. I was just pulling your all's legs. I was, just making sure. I was just trying to keep it interesting, Trying to keep it intense. Are you stupid bird? Hi. Oh, that hit. But it's lagging. Yeah, that's right. You better get over here. You better be scared, Raul. Yeah. Close the gate. Knock you out. Go get mutton. Tame the birds. Go home. I'm so good at this game, guys. I'm so cool at this game. I say that, and then these guys just get killed while I go get mutton. You know you're sleepy. You know you want to go to sleep. Come on, just take a bit of a nap, huh? Oh, son of a gun. I think I hit it while it was passing out. It's okay. They're not 150s, and I'm not using kibble, so. Let's go to that base that's like right over here. If we go back to the other telepad, there should be an Ovis right beside it. I remember there was a brown Ovis just kind of like vibing right here. So it either despawned, walked away, or died. Hmm. Okay, nonetheless, I do have another idea just because I knew that it might happen. We do have something that can help us easily locate an Ovis. We did grab it, I think. Oh, I saw it in there. I think we should be able to use it like this. I think you hold R. This one. Ovis. Toggle the auto run. Gene scanner. Ovis. Says this one straight ahead. This will automatically track the closest one to me. It's probably leading us to the brown one that was over here that I lost. Oh wait, nope. There's a white one right there. Perfect. Go ahead and eat that piece of meat. Then we'll take this guy out. Quit eating all the mutton, you glutton. I need that for the RGs. Okay. Now, go back. Give this to them. And boom, they should get tamed. We do have the pods with me still. Perfect. Gonna look a little tiny bit around. See if we can't see the brown one that was chilling over here. Is that one? No, that's just a shrine of a rock. Okay, let's go back. I feel like such a rat using like little pre-made tunnel ways when I use a public transporter like this. No, 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 no. I need to be on the pad with you. Thank you. This one. Like, I feel like if people knew that I was using this as my own private highway, they would probably get mad and be shutting them off. It's like, we didn't put those there for you. That's not for you to be moving around with. Okay, I have no idea how much it's going to take to feed them, so we're just going to put all of it on this guy. And if he tames, we'll just take everything off. Oh my god, it's taking 5 every bite. I don't know if we had enough, dudes. You come with me. This is not good. I thought that it would be way faster, way more efficient. I really hope there's small stuff down here. Small enough. Give me the meat. Okay, I'm hoping the RG didn't eat it all. I'm hoping that it just got full. It doesn't look like it's going down any, so I do believe that it just got full. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And it's at 40%, so it needs another 60%. So we'll leave that meat on that one, and we'll go and get another. This will probably be an unfortunate theme. I'll try and starve tame the other one, because if we can starve tame the other one, that means we will be just, hopefully, just getting the mutton and then, plop it on there, and then boom, blah, 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 we got it. Where's the gene scanner? You already know what I'm after again. Some this way. I mean, this isn't like the most ineffective way. Okay. It's apparently one like right here. It's, oh, a parent and a child. I has genius idea. Like, big brain idea. This may be just a wee bit gruesome, but gotta keep meat fresh somehow. Oh my god, because it was recently injured. Yeah, I get it. Come on. I'm gonna have to eat a piece myself just to stay alive. Okay, so Because we have a 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So yeah, we have another 30. So that's enough for the first archery. So I think I will just take this back. And then we will starve tame the second one. And then when it's ready to eat all of the meat, we'll come and we'll hunt down 2 more ovis. Okay, now we'll use the Dodex. I just realized that my mic was muted. And I'm really hoping it hasn't been muted this whole time. If it has, I'm sorry. If it hasn't, then cool. I don't know when it got muted, but it did at some point, so my bad. Sorry about that. So, but yeah, we're doing decent. I feel like we're doing pretty good today. Pretty good Ark day. Can't say that, can't say that I feel like we're doing bad at all. Well, that's a bit of a bummer. I just checked the channel to see if we gained any subscribers from the stream, and we've actually lost one, which sucks. So, yeah, we're just chilling and waiting for this RG to tame up. I don't really have any way to entertain you guys except for just to read chat when you guys talk. So, we're just gonna kind of chill here. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Engage with me in the conversation in the chat. Quite frankly, I have no idea what to talk about. Oh man. I think I know what I'm gonna do after this. I think after this, I'm probably gonna go. Once we get these RGs up, I think the next step is probably the end stream. I think that will be a good chunk of good deal that we did today. And probably not gonna stream tomorrow. I don't think I'll have any time, but I will probably record the next video tomorrow. Steal one of those from you. Food runs out fast in this game, man. It's kind of annoying, actually. I want to be part of it. Oh shoot! I should probably make a tribe. Hero. Oh, please tell me. Oh my god. Woo! That scared me. That could have been bad. You know, there is a good thing we can talk about, which is the fact that a pretty cool person recently showed back up. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about Pat from Popular MMOs. Pat, if you don't know his story, he was a Roblox. He was a Minecraft content creator. He had a channel called Popular MMOs. He had featuring himself and his wife Jen, and it was great. They did a lot of mod reviews, and they did, I think, arguably the some of the best Lucky Block mods that most. Ooh, my God! Look at that one. It's only level 25, but it's cool looking. They did arguably some of the best mod reviews and Lucky Block like game stuff, and it was always really funny and entertaining. And you know, he unfortunately divorced his wife like 2 years ago, I think it was, and he ended up like going through a lot of, I assume, depression. He started drinking, and it got really bad for him. Well, he got arrested on charge for domestic abuse, and then he got arrested, or the girl that he was with also got charged for domestic abuse because it was, you know, I think they were fighting and she hit him. He, unfortunately, I don't know if he did, but allegedly he hit her back. So, anyway, he got arrested for that, and so did the girl, and then recently he got arrested for public intoxication. He tried to run from the police when he was drunk, and he got out, and he recently posted again because like everybody likes him. He's not a bad guy. He just has some trouble. He got dealt a really crappy hand recently. It happens to the best of us. And then recently he posted that he was 1 year sober, which is a huge deal because if you've ever suffered from any type of addiction, you know exactly how hard it is to be sober, much less 1 year long sober. So he posted that he was 1 year sober, and he also posted that he lost the beer belly. He was going back to the gym, and it's just really exciting to me that he's doing better. He's getting back into a good place in life. And at least that's what I'm hoping is happening. I'm hoping it's not just like you know, a lot of bad stuff has popped up on me on YouTube. Let me try and give them something better to look at for a while. So it's really cool because Popular MMOs, he was a big deal to me back in the day. Like his content, him and Jen, like that was some of my childhood, man. Like I love that kind of content. Have you eaten all of the meat already? My God. You stupid freaking mouse chops. Okay, stop eating all the meat. I get that you need food, but God, I am also hungry. Jesus. Anyway, I Puppy MMOs. He posted all kinds of stuff, and like when I was a kid, like some of the main YouTubers I used to watch was Popular MMOs, Stampy Longnose, I Bless Squid. They were I watched. I loved Minecraft. I was ecstatic about mods. I always like dream. Oh, that's a 150. I should tame it, but I'm not gonna. Mainly because I don't want to be on for too much longer. I got stuff I have to do, and I've been streaming for 3 hours already. So, and so it's just really good to see him back. I know that his wife or his ex-wife Jen, she moved on. She found a guy and that was good for her, and she went and started dating that guy, and he seemed to she seemed to found a pretty good thing, which is cool, and I'm happy for her. But you know, poor Pat, he didn't really have that. He didn't really get to. I don't think he healed after Jen. That's the problem. But I think he's doing better now, obviously by the pictures. And let's just fingers crossed that things keep going his way because, like, dude needs a win. He definitely does. So, just really excited about that. Really, really good to see something like that. It's a good thing. Uh, I try and mainly focus on the positive stuff that's happening and not the negatives. I don't like to dwell on anything negative. I don't even watch the news because, like, let's be honest, the news nowadays. Oh my god! Like, I get it. People are getting hurt. People getting not alive anymore. I don't really know if I can say the other word, but you know, people are getting a lot of bad stuff is happening to people, and we see it on the news all the time. And it's just for me, it's to the point where it's like I don't need to see anything on the news because I know it's happening. I don't need to watch the news and just see it and hear about it. Like, I don't want to either. Like, I get it. Some people watch the news religiously and they're like obsessed with it. Okay, you know, you do what's gonna make you happy. You want to watch the news? Well, go ahead. Who's gonna stop you? The choice. I choose not to watch the news because I hate the news. Because I used to watch the news, and you know what it did to me? It made me depressed. So I stopped watching the news. That's that new thing. I don't know what it is, what it does. So, but yeah, it's like the last thing that I heard from the news. It was a long time ago. Okay, because I stopped watching the news at that day when I heard it. It like affected me so much that I was just like, you know what? I'm done with the news. I'm never watching this again. And it was about how like some old woman was like holding her baby or something or her grandchild or whatever, and it was like on a cruise, and I guess she like set the baby down like either on a some type of counter or maybe like a big window seal or something or a window. Well, apparently the window was open, and I'm sure you can probably guess the rest of what happened to the child. Needless to say, the child is no longer with us, and that was it. That was all it took. After that, I was like, no more. I'm not ever watching the news again, and I haven't. If I need to know what the weather's supposed to be like, I'm either gonna one look outside for myself, or two, use like my phone or something and just look it up like that. Because I don't want to. I don't want to know that bad stuff, man. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear about it. I don't. I don't really know where else to go with that. It's just kind of a little tangent. Yeah, this is taking a hot minute. This is gonna be boring. Sorry that it's not entertaining, peoples, but this arc sometimes isn't entertaining. Sometimes you just have to sit and wait. Any day now. We didn't knock out the second one too much longer after the first one, so technically it shouldn't be too terribly long till we can tame the second one. But we're definitely starve taming it. That is for sure. Because I am not about to freaking like sit here and go and get meat in a bunch. does have enough mod on him, right? You do have enough mod on you, right? Yeah, you only need 2 more bites. What about you? Wait, are you male and female, or are you male and male? Male and male, okay. We can use Dodex calculator for you. Just a moment. Oh, jeez. It's pretty exciting that this is the first RG of the new playthrough. Let me think if I can remember the first RG of the last one. Do you remember the first RG of the last one? It wasn't very long after we got our PT. We got the PT on the first day we started playing, just like this time. And then I think it was the second day we started playing. And technically, I haven't recorded. I haven't done anything since the first episode that I recorded and posted. So this is technically the second episode. So therefore, I remember in the first time we were on the island and we tamed one on Carno Island using somebody's public trap that was on a raft. I mean, obviously, we were using our own trap this time, but we're taming 2. I think the one I tamed was like a 130 as well, or 145. Somewhere in the area. And then we kind of started getting more known on the server, and people kind of. So I think I'm still in the Discord of that other server, so I might be able to, mingle my way back in there and try and make some trades and maybe bum some stuff off of some other people if they'll allow it. Give me your mutton, my friend. Actually, I'd much rather pot up the Pteranodon than the RG. Yeah, man. Brand spanking new RG with a greenish yellowy color, which is actually not bad. But heck yeah, look at this. Oh, this feels good. I feel strong. Nothing can stop us now. Now that we've got the RGs, nothing. And I'll go ahead and pot up the PT. Definitely gonna have to throw that out at the new base. Well, maybe not the new base. I don't know. I'll have to figure out which area I want to throw it at. We need a safe spot for them. That's the thing. And because the aloes attacked at our first base location, it makes me a little nervous. And our second base location is pretty much constantly swarming with Daedons and Sabertooths and Thorny Dragons. So I don't really want to, I don't know. I want to be careful. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to craft a cryo fridge, so, this has, 30 hours. Excuse me, less than 30 hours now. Okay, now that this goes up, let me Dodex and Tame Calculator this guy and see how much longer he needs before he'll be ready to eat all of the mutton. Because I am not. I want to starve tame this guy. I don't want to. I don't want to do anything else with this guy. I just want to starve tame it. So 20 pieces of mutton. No, not 200. 20. Blah blah blah. Current food rate. Its maximum food is 6,000. And its current food is 5,220 something. 5226. 10 minutes. Okay, Alexa, cancel my 45-minute timer.
45-minute timer canceled.
Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
Perfect. Ah, yes. It's nice to have technology. Okay, so while we're waiting on her timer, I'm gonna go ahead and go and get the mutton, because what better way to pass 10 minutes than to go and grind 20 pieces of mutton? I'm hoping this will work. So yeah, if we put you here, and I go here, whoop, bang. Please tell me you're with me. Yeah, it worked! Sweet. Okay. Gene Skinner. Is a sheep this way? You know, it would be cool if, like, people could just pick, like, the voice of a famous person, or just, like, anybody's voice, you know? But you can only pick one person. You can, like, do a, like, flawless impression. Like, nobody would ever be able to tell that it's you doing the impression. Like, it's that good. I think that would be awesome. Like, what would you guys pick? Like, whose voice would you want to be able to perfectly impersonate without anybody noticing? Where did the sheep go? Well, that was easy. We already got the 20 mutton. And we also have the child sacrifice if we need it. But I'm going to try and get one more Ovis. Just in case. I feel like with enough practice, you could probably just do anybody's voice. But, like, I would love to be able to do, like, Gilbert Godfrey's voice. Like, a spot-on Gilbert Godfrey. Or, like, maybe a spot-on Alan Tudyk. Those would just be cool to me. Obviously, some people's voices are easier to do than others. Like, you know, if you wanted to do a spot-on, like, Donald Trump, you'd probably be able to with enough practice. Like, his voice is not hard to do. Like, not even in the slightest. You know, it's somebody more complicated. Like, what's the guy's name that plays Wreck-It Ralph? That guy's voice is complicated, at least to me. But I don't know. I love doing impressions. I think impressions are super fun, and they're like, they make people laugh. It's really good. Really good, like, you know, little way to just have fun, goof around a little bit. Like, nobody's gonna complain if for some reason you just start talking like, you know, Patrick or something. Like, who's gonna be upset about that? Unless you do it like a funeral or something, you probably shouldn't do it there. You know, you should probably do a more solemn voice. You should probably do something a little bit more serious. Oh, what if, like, what's his face? What's his name? Adam West. Adam West's voice is iconic. Absolutely hilarious. I feel like that would be such a fun voice to be able to just, like, spot on and start, like, doing. Because imagine if you just go up to somebody sounding just like Adam West, and you like just say something so like completely random and baffling, and they're just so confused at what you're talking about. I think that would just be hilarious. It's like a harmless prank type deal. I feel like that would be what it would more be like. Heck yeah. Second, aren't you getting up? Let's go! Whatever names you guys put in chat right now, that's their names. You can name both of them right now. Just name them. Because I have no idea what to call these guys. Usually I let viewers name them anyways, but since we're naming them on stream, you guys can name them live. Best part is we can pick this up and take it with us for later. Yeah, man. Freaking sweet, man. That's so cool that we got that. We got this going. I feel like we're doing a really good job at this playthrough so far. I'm really excited to see like how far this gets and where this goes. So 145 Inky. Ragnarok, at least as far as I'm aware, was the first map that like dinos really started getting more like high level and more common to be found at like 145 and 150s. So it's good that it's back because I hate taming like low level dinos. Waste of time unless it's like stupid early game and it's just like a random berry gatherer and you're just using it for berry gathering. Like that's fine, go for it. But like my PT that I tamed, I wasn't gonna tame like a low crappy level PT. I was going to tame a 145, and that's what I did. Sorry about that. I had to speak to somebody. But yeah, this bird's about to tame big chickens. I love the big chickens. Everybody loves them. Get up. Come on. Hurry up. Wake up. Wake up. Come on. You know you want to. Now. 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 Do it now. 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 Wake up now. Alright, whatever. Do it now. Alright, that was the last time. Ooh, if I fell down there, I'd die for sure. That's what? This is wooden structures. Alexa, stop! Right on time. 2 seconds passed, but, you know. Who's counting? Who's counting? Yeah. We got bites. We got them. We done did it, peoples. It's time to go home. Well, I say go home, but I really mean go and pick up that loot that we found. And then go home. I think we might check the redwoods for a place to build again here in a little bit. I say again, but you guys didn't actually get to see that in the last video. I did go and scout a spot in the redwoods that I wanted to build at, and it was taken. So I didn't even bother including it in the video. But we will be checking the redwoods again. What I got now is you know, it's not like the place to build, but it's good for me. It's good enough for now. But I am going to be trying to find a better spot because I don't want the heat stroke bullcrap. I don't want that to be a constant problem for me. Oh, you getting weight. You getting weight, buddy. You're gonna be my muscle carrier. You gotta be carrying all of this stuff. You weak thing! How could you not be able to carry this? It's so light. This is why we got to. It is pretty heavy metal structure. So I guess we'll let you off just one time because it is kind of heavy, little bit, just like a little tiniest bit heavy. Oh, that one's not even that heavy. So you hold that. Yeah. Now give me this. Y'all stay here for a minute. I'm gonna go and jack a little bit more stuff from this base. Mainly just the hide. Probably the hide. And maybe one more stack of ingots. I can use them. Why not? Heh. What? You're too fat now? What you too fat with, bro? The ingots? Freaking weak sauce, man. I thought you were cool. I thought you were the man. Turns out you're just weak. You weak thing. How about you? Are you gonna be a total weak baby? You are. Cringe. No. What can we drop? I really would like to keep the metal, but his apparent that we will not be able to do such things. Alright, how about this? We'll just take half of it then. Oh, don't. No, come on. Really? You both can't be like absolute giant wussbags. You're gonna actually have to, be decent. Alright, one more half split. That's it. You take it. You. Why are you so over encumbered? What's so heavy in your inventory? There. Now we're all even. Now, come on. Oh no, not again. We had to do this earlier. Ah, well, it's worth it. We need the resources, the materials. So I'm gonna have to throw out my trike. Oh, you know what? I'll just put those beaky gates down temporarily. I'll put beaky gates down temporarily, and then my stuff should be safe, and I can throw out the trike and the RGs and the PT. Yeah, I'm a genius. Big brain strats over here. God, this is slow. Very painful. You know what I think would be better? I think that if I just go and do like one of these, and then you just come on. You guys are coming, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think this is a little bit faster. Yeah, they're doing good. Come on, keep up. I'm on foot. You have wings. Should be able to keep up easily. I don't know what we're gonna tame next. He gets stuck on a tree, really. Probably a Stego or a Bronto. Probably a Bronto, to be honest, because like berries, narcotic stuff like that. Probably a Bronto and a Rex is what's next for us, and then a Giga will probably be the next thing after that. And you can forget me taming a Carcharodontosaurus. I will buy one of those. I am not taming another one. They are a pain in the butt. Okay, where's those beaky gates? I need 4 of them. Do you have the doors to them? Or just them? I think you have just them. I think you have the doors. Yes. Alright, let's see. Saying it's obstructed. Got a piece of camo for this. So I'll put one here. This came out again, and we'll go ahead and use the snap ability. Well, it's a little bit bigger than I quite expected, so really we can just go in a triangle formation. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. There we go. This is really botched, but it's not gonna be perfect. This is botched for now. What's gonna be? But it's better to be botched for now and safe than, not. So, can you please land? Thank you. This will keep the aloes away, or at least out. So I need you and the trike. I think the trike is in the smithy. I have absolutely no care for the other things. It is just the adult dinos that I care about. So these guys will stay out. We will whistle neutral just in case anyways, but they'll stay out for now like this. So yeah, I think that all in all, we did pretty dang good today. We got 2 RGs, we found a base, and it just so happened to have some stuff in it, and the trike was one of them. So we don't technically need a berry gatherer at the moment. Yeah, I think it was a good haul today. We got the other base location set up for now. Too bad this wasn't an adult griffin. That would have been really cool. Is that a full-grown Ichthyornis? That is a full-grown Ichthy. It's a crap level though, so it doesn't really matter. We got these guys. What's their weight? They have like a good weight stat. That one has 725. It's not that good. Anyways, yeah, good stuff today. Good stuff. So anyway, a little bit. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to subscribe. Like the stream if you want to, I guess, and check out my first video on the whole Ragnarok Ark stuff. And yeah, keep an eye out for another video in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.